Hi, welcome to Friday's channeling of Ascension. I'm Roxanne, and it's Friday, time to channel. Yeah, we're excited. The puppies are out looking around. Hi, baby. Okay, go to your closet. Alright, let's see what we have today. And good afternoon. It is Friday's channeling once again from Ascension. This is Ocyphius. We welcome you to this vibrational show of now. That discussion we shall have in, let's say, this time is that of abundance once again. Once again, they're, let's say, coming to a point, many of you out there, so you will know. And this is a direct experience of you now, many of you, as well as a reflection and a different now to come back and reflect upon these words that are being imparted to you at this time. That of abundance. When you let go of the idea of allowing abundance to flow in, it will come in many, many, many synchronistic ways. The idea behind letting go of money as your only means of abundance, to reiterate those ideas we've been speaking of, to let go of money as the only, let's say, venue to be that of secure, because that's once again what you were taught. The idea how to let go of that is to show you there's other means of abundance. When you get other ideas of only being perfect in the moment, then what do you really need the next moment? If you are, let's say, excellent now, no, we're not going to use that. Let's say perfect now. You have everything you need. You have food upon your table. You have a house, keeps you warm. Anything you need, you have clothes upon your back. Anything you desire that is in the next now is a definition, if it is that interlaced with security, isn't it? So let's see how abundance can come in. Right now, this is a house that does not belong to that of Roxanne, that of Angel, and that of Rita, and that of Papa Dan. Yet they are here. Guru Dan, a few of you know that. Yet they are here experiencing this space-time house, what you call it. The illusion that they built. Now, back to the idea of there is no ownership in creation. Many of you will be representing this idea of no ownership, yet always having what you need in the moment. For you are becoming a society, a human species, where there is no ownership of property, of things, of land, of food, of automobiles, transportation. There's no ownership. Because ownership in and of itself, once again, is division. I don't own anything, yet I have everything. Through her synchronistics, that of Roxanne, moments of understanding, she has, let's say, shifted from a house to a house to a house, and now she's experiencing this house. She doesn't live here, but she's living here. She has everything she needs. Yet she doesn't own it. So it kind of pains her in a way, because she's going back to another place, and she'd much rather be here. However, the other place is in and of itself an experience to behold, and if that is her highest excitement, she will return to that of living with her parents. And that idea which she has synchronously shifted into a wonderful environment because she decided to change. Let go of beliefs that were separating her and that of her parents. Now that family unit is truly what you see as a family unit. It is friendly atmosphere. It is a co-creation place. Yet she does want her own space in that idea. Yet she's realizing spaces among the people with you that create the same vibration. And in that space with the same vibrational entities, there is no judgment. It's like as if she was alone anyway. There's no fear of the mirror. There's no stepping on toes when you're in a vibrational space of people, co-creating a habitat, so to speak. Although this is, quote, temporary, it is still that of belief systems within. But since everyone in this house that is, let's say, staying here for a time, are all in the same frequency band of no ownership and only having everything they need now, going with themselves with no fear of scrutiny in the mirror between each other, upon their nows, going with that excitement in the moment, the ownership of the house is not there. There is no this or that or mine or hers. It's all one moment. You're letting go of property. You're letting go of division. You're letting go of ownership. So this whole meaning for Roxanne to come here and co-create this house for the next couple of weeks, 1 week already, possibly 2 more, but 1 for certain. And that idea was for her to just experience being somewhere, not owning it, yet being perfect. She had ideas. It is Abraham's idea, where Abraham started. 400 yards away lives Esther right over there. So she did look for high things and ideas, things that are beyond herself, let's say big moments of epic ideas, epiphanies. But it is the simplicity she's finding out that is the most joyous. It is deconstructing the ideas of any amount of limitation that she could not even see. For she is focused on ascension, most certainly. But when you focus on ascension, you only expose limitation. So she's found more limitations within herself, now loving where she's at in this moment, taking no pride or no ownership in this house, just knowing that she is creating this place right now. Angel is creating this space for her right now. Rita, the same. Guru Dan, the same. We're all creating our space, which is ours, but it's not in ownership. It is creation. Don't define anything. For the society of oneness, which is going to be perceived as now birthing itself, in that there is no division in countries, in flags, in states, in legislation, in property ownership. You can merely go somewhere and stay wherever you want. You go to a stranger's house and they open their house to you. You eat their food, you sleep in their bed. You watch their TV, you use their car. Because there's no fear, there's no lack. Because all the abundance is there. The abundance idea is whatever you need, quote, in that limiting form, in the moment to continue your joy. There will be need and idea of money, as money is depleting though. It's still needed in this fashion of now for, let's say, a few more years. But that will shift. And in the meantime, whenever there's abundance in that form that's needed, it will be magically there with no question. It just shows up. But it's trusting the moment that takes you on the journey of highest excitement, that draws the abundance into you, and you will never make a living. You will always make a life. And when you make your life in the, let's say, now moment of perfect joy, happiness, follow, everything will be there to continue to support that. So you're making a life for yourself by being now, by being yourself, and not worrying what abundance looks like. What's the form it's supposed to be? Let's say there's an idea out there right now, one of our entities, Karen, there she is. Karen is thinking, I want to travel, I want to do this, I want to go to this Sedona. She wants to go and feel the vibration of Sedona, yet she's seeking the idea of how she's going to get the money to buy the tickets and stay in that idea of a hotel and experience that for a week or so. But Karen, let me ask you this. You don't need the money, but yet you perceive it. So let me ask you, is that the only way? In other words, you ask you, is that the only way I can get to Sedona? If you allow it, you will synchronistically have these items come to you, the free plane ticket, the free place to stay, through connections of humanity, of love. The ones that want to give. The only reason why you would not perceive this reality is because of your obligation to pay back, and you're not sure you're allowed to take this abundance in the form that is out of bounds of the regular way deemed as ownership. I have my money so I can own these plane tickets to use them. I can own the hotel space-time because I bought it, so I own it for that space-time. Let go of the ownership idea, Karen, and you will fluidly get to Sedona and experience that of that vibration. And your hotel is about 200 yards southwest of that, of the Bashar ship you want to experience. One that's about 1,000 feet above that area. You're very close. I see you there now. So here's what you do. See yourself there now and let it go. And then you get the vibration because you put it out there. So now your conscious units and your EE units, we call them energy ideas, will come in and start forming this reality around you because you are bending the light to give you that experience. So that will come synchronistically when you allow. Go about your nows, be that joy, follow that synchronicity. When something triggers in your, let's say, mind of intrigue, excitement, follow that, be inquisitive, but don't seek it out of an accomplishment idea. Don't look for it to happen in any 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 ways. Be endless in the abundance avenues, and let's say the avenues of abundance will all flow in at their perfect moment. So look at yourselves in the mirror. Do I own everything? If you choose it, fine. But if you separate from the others because of it, then you will definitely continue the limitation on where humanity is going. You want stores and that idea to be free, don't you? You want to walk in and pick anything off of the rack or anything in the food, and it's absolutely free. Of course. You want that. But you don't see how it quite works yet. But let that go. Just imagine that, and that's one way that, let's say, humanity is going to create abundance for all. Because everyone else that's working in that store, getting the supplies to that store, manufacturing the ideas in that store, the food sources, the material sources, are all having their own abundance free. So of course they want to do it because they're acting on their joy, and there's nothing they want back. Because they are unconditional love. So when your abundance is given, take it with no obligation. Allow it to come to you because that's you showing you what humanity is becoming. Accepting everything into your reality no matter what avenue it comes in. And then when you give back, it'll be that in joy and effortless. And you will affect millions because you gave in that 1 second. So abundance is that of unlimited as well. It is only the limitations of the perceived avenue for it to come into your reality. And to create ownership is a separation in and of itself, defined by how much abundance you have. To create that ownership for security. To pass it on to your children. The entire earth is all of yours. Every single thing within this vibrational third density is each and every one of yours. But when you define it as mine, then you separate yourself. Let go of ownership. Most certainly let go of how abundance is going to flow into your life. Let it come in any way. Follow your joy, and you will synchronistically, of course, fill your moments with that idea of abundance to continue that joy over and over and over. Even if the joy idea of your action shifts, don't worry about where the abundance is going to come in from your new unknown exploration, because it will still be there in different forms. That's why you can't stave off anything that doesn't look like it can work, because you are always basing idea of look like off of the past. The abundance is flowing through people. You have already put many modalities into place to show the collective that one person can start a project and get funding from the entire world. Same idea here. These are all birthing stages. You're putting the foundations in for the new worse. You're deconstructing the government into an idea of organizational institutions. You're deconstructing the idea of deconstructing the idea of ownership, of property, of inheritance, of things within the family. It's all one. It's your choice how fast you get there by trusting the moment that is there, full of abundance for you to continue your joy. Trust this, entities. So whatever is deeming you to shift out of this way and let go of the reality over here that no longer serves you, yet you can't see how you're going to be taken care of, know that you have so much love and you will attract all that love to you. And everybody in your reality wants to give their love to you. You've set them all up. All you have to do is put the signal out, I am unconditional love. And they will give unconditionally to you. And of course, you will do the same because that fills your heart. This is the unison of one. Trust this, entities. We shall take a break. This is Ocyphius. I bid you a good moment. Adore. Cool. All right, guys. We'll take a break. See you in a minute. Hi, welcome back from break. That of Roku once again from the second Egypt. There's a dream state once again for your Egyptian, let's say, conscience selves, conscience? Is that how you say it, conscience? I'm asking. Conscious, shifting self. The ones that are you, let's say, paralleled on other lifetimes, other selves, and the Egyptians from before and the ones now, your mystery school teachers. The dream you will start with and see and feel in now downloading the epic ideas of the knowledge from your libraries that have been covered up, of your historical timelines from thousands of collapsed timelines, all integrated into one for the purpose of ascension, to have enough validity to deconstruct the ideas from the masses of the asleep, to see with scripture and that idea of written documents that would justify how, let's say, the illusion really truly works, how time truly works. This dream will start with what you call, let's say, an orange idea fireball, if you will, off in a distance. That is your recognition for those Egyptian parallel lives to come forth and shift conscience into those lives, and shift conscience into those lives, and bring all that vibrational energy, knowledge, light-encoded frequency into this official you. When you are in that official self of your probable selves, allow this download to come and slowly unfold the knowledge within it. Many times you will want to speak this knowledge to others. Those will be spoken to the ones that vibrational, synchronistically come into your reality with the same idea, and you two now will be in council, and then 3 and 4 about what's coming over your next 6 to 8 years with this idea in and of itself. You will uproot yourself and move, and uproot yourself and move, and create these ideas of your coming soul pods. This idea of this knowledge that will be, let's say, vindicated after many hidden agendas behind it, your hidden hand idea, will bring this forth in, let's say, this modality will be acceptable within these soul pod groups, and then you will find yourself and you will build yourself into a large, let's say, committee for your reference. A large committee of this idea until the time that your libraries and your scriptures and your translations of the Vaticans and your Dead Sea Scrolls, the ones that were taken away and hidden as well upon their discovery, will come up and be disclosed and, let's say, allowed. And these will be your triggering points to take this information and go forward with the masses, creating your, let's call them, expansion centers, is what Roxanne says. So instead of your libraries and schools, you will put in places expansion centers for those who want to come and, let's say, read about themselves. The thousands of collapsed timelines, your Atlantean eras, your Luminary, your Egypt eras. All of these times will come forth, and they, not all of them, of course, occurred on the timeline you're experiencing now. Some of you will try to put that together into one, but then you will realize it can never happen that way, because it's most certainly collapsed timelines from different spaces being, let's say, intertwined to create the Ascension idea. So those who were getting these large dreams of being an Egyptian pharaoh, priest, scribe, mystery school, initiate, teacher idea, those are the ones that you are now calling yourself. The only thing you need do is allow. Let go of logic, for the knowledge that you will be exposed to is immensely beyond your comprehension. Even in your sliver of education upon your Egyptian idea now, this knowledge is, let's say, is more monumental than the fragment of information you have on Egypt at this time. There is certainly more, however, exposure of the more would definitely collapse the system in past nows that you have in place, only slowing your ascension. So now that the ascension vibration is that of stabilized with enough love to allow more and more education ideas in your mind to educate that of the asleep people through the conduit idea of waking up through this modality instead of the trust that this is it and just woke up. The ones that need the logical validity and trust to accept this as a reality when reading these epic informations on inventions and, let's say, probable truths about the wars, truths about gods, truth about your flying machines, and how things work, which puts a lot of scientific people in awe because they are now seeing the revelation, what they've been trying to prove through eons, and now it's just going to be there served up on a nice silver platter for them. So in that idea, any of you out there through this conduit that are experiencing this idea, have the dream that starts with a large orange explosion in the distance. It's not like a nuclear bomb or anything like that, just orange and black, and it becomes like an explosion of orange. This is your telltale sign, much like when you think of Sirius, just think of blue, and you get that deep resonation with that vibration of the Syrian plains, and that idea. So take that idea and allow it, and then when you go to it astrally first and then dream state as well, and you can take your notes, and then someone in your 3D reality will give you a little clue, or you're the clue giver, but you will give it to the person of co-creation within yourself. And soul pod, we like selves better, it sounds better. But anyways, your soul pod idea, you will synchronistically hook up with them, and in that you will create that, and then more and more once again will come together, and you will be firmly in place establishing your expansion centers with all the plethora of information that you provided through your own channelings to put this into place, and then the exposure of that, of the hidden ideas of what's truly went on in your history, your library of Alexandria, of course, and as well as the information kept in the paw of your Egyptian idea, Sphinx over there, and your Dead Sea Scroll, and of course the Vatican's idea of the books that were left out of the Bible. So, this is all we have, and if this resonates with you, excellent. Thanks for tuning in and following your highest excitement. I will give you to that of Ocyphius. And our eternal love, once again, that of Roku. Excellent information. Lots happening. Remember, entities of Ascension, there is no slowing down. You're only speeding up every moment. You're becoming familiar with what it is to be now. You see it in time, so it looks fast, but actually it's not. It's just now. And when you just be now, it seems to get faster, but what it is, it's actually just what you already are. That perfect in creation and knowing everything, willing everything, creating everything in an instant. Truly. So allow these ideas that come into you. If this is your vibrational high, there's something for everyone here. Allow the idea, the one that, let's say, signals you to give your energy to, let it flower, and let it flow in. Create a connection by allowing that to come, and in that light-encoded idea, it will funnel in with all the information once again, and allow it. And then play with it as you choose. You are in the Garden of Gods. That idea of acceleration, you will get more and more. Don't slow it down by looking for one big epiphany. It's moment to moment to moment to moment. And as you see how synchronistic you are creating your life in repetition of higher excitements of unknown, then you will know there is no one big moment anymore. There never has been, but we gave you ideas of larger ideas to seek so you can see how you shift out of the reality of one focus to a higher. Now, the higher is in the moment, in the moment, in the moment, in the moment, in the moment. Whatever it is in front of you, follow, trust, and explore that idea to show you, once again, the massive creators each and every one of you. Yes, that is all for now. Until our next meeting, once again, this is Ocyphius from the Oversoul Collective Fire. We bid you a good moment. Adieu. Short and sweet. Kind of short today.
Mm-hmm.
How long was that?
12 minutes.
Yeah, that was kind of. But hey, you know, whatever. Okay. All right, guys, we'll get this up. I love you so much. Mwah. Bye.